everyone, please let me introduce myself and my team. I am Prezitation and he is Sam. Today we are going to talk about Thor, the God of Thunder. In this presentation, we want to cover change in Thor's personality. How did you overcome hard situation? This presentation will show you 8 stages of personality. Let's watch it and think about our changes. So, first of all, we will talk about crossing the first threshold. Let's see the video first.
I now take from you your power. In the name of my father, his heart is before. I own it, Lord Father. Cast you out!
In this stage, Thor was exiled from Asgard and was fallen to the earth because he made war broken out between Asgard and Ukraine. Though his father Odin disagreed his decision, he ignored it and made problem. In this time, Thor was very arrogant and aggressive. Then let's go to next stage and see what hard things Thor experienced in us. The next stage is the Valley of the Wave. Thor lost his power and couldn't flout his movie Morlil. It is one of the punishments that Odin gave him. But Odin said, whoever holds this hammer, if his worthy, shall possess the power of Thor. This scene implies that if Thor throw his bad personality and become a good man, he will get his power again. Maybe Odin wished Thor to become a good person through many experiences in Earth. That is, this stage is the start point of Thor's change. The third stage is the meeting with the goddess. Jane, the first person Thor met in the Earth, helped Thor be well adapted to Earth's life. When Thor was falling to Earth, he bumped with Jane's car. This accident is the start of relationship between Thor and Jane. At first, Jane thought Thor is crazy and strange man because each of their culture was very different. But while they lived together, they talked about true self and shared same feeling. Finally, they fell in love. Jane played a big role in making Thor's good personality. The next stage is woman as empress. Loki, Thor's brother, lied to Thor to make him give up going back to Asgard. Loki said, "Our father Odin is dead because your banishment was hard burden to him, and your mother has forbidden your coming back." I tried to persuade her, but she didn't listen. Sorry. When Thor heard this, he gave up going back to Asgard. The visit of Loki was the turning point to change of Thor's personality. Through this desperation, Thor changed his mind and tried to adapt the Earth's life. Then Summer will presentation.
Thank you, Victor. And our next stage is the apotheosis. When Thor was damaged by a destroyer to save his friends, he got his power again as God. Shall we watch the video first? Cool. See, that looks like a giant silver robot that is a destroyer, which Loki sent to the Earth to kill Thor and his friends. In that time, Thor was a human, not a god, so he didn't have any power to defeat Destroyer. But his effort to save his friends moved his father's heart, and his power, his hammer Mjolnir, returned to him. Remember that Odin said, "Whoever holds this hammer, if he is worthy, shall have the power of Thor." Now, Thor has become worthy to get his power. Next. Oh, and what comes next? The magic wand. In this stage, Thor and his friends return to Asgard through Bifrost. What is the Bifrost? Bifrost is like rainbow bridge that connects Asgard with other worlds like the Earth or Jotunheim. See the picture? That is the Bifrost. And it can be opened only by Heimdall, the gatekeeper. When it was time for Thor to go back to Asgard, Heimdall has been frozen by Loki. And there wasn't any god who can open this Bifrost. But Thor's crime reached to Heimdall and he melted the open Bifrost. So Thor said goodbye to Jane, and he and his friend came back to Asgard and tried to stop Loki's evil plan. Moving on to the next, there is the ultimate boon. Thor broke the Bifrost to stop Loki from destroying Jotunheim, and there came peace in Asgard. You can understand this stage better after you watch this video.
Give me Jane.
Loki pretended himself as a savior of his father and tried to destroy Jotunheim. Pretending as if they were trying to kill Odin by their own will. But Thor didn't let his plan work. Thor broke Bifrost, even though he knew that if he do it, he could never meet Jane. He chose more importantly as a ruler of Asgard. Next. And last but not least, the atonement with the father. In this final stage, Thor's characteristic became better, and he admitted that his father's lesson was right. His father Odin said a ruler should not be greedy, vain, and cruel. Thor learned this lesson through life and some hardships in the earth. Now he proved himself he is worthy as a successor of his father and as a king of Asgard. Odin also agreed that Thor will be a great king. He is now a wise, humble, and peace-loving god. That's all for our Prezi, and thank you for listening carefully. And do you have any questions? You see, Thor changed in a very good way through overcoming some kinds of hardships in the earth. Then, how did you, or how do you, and how will you change through overcoming some hardships? Think about it and do not afraid of hardship, because it will lead you to becoming a better person. Thank you very much.